Throughout YouTube, there's been a popular genre of these videos, primarily based around a game known as Roblox, which you might have heard of, and hell, even myself, I do play it. However, here's the thing, there's a lot of problems within its community, from predators, blah blah blah. You kinda get the drill at this point. One of my favorite Roblox YouTubers to come out of the era was a YouTuber named RICO. RICO started off making videos based on, just disturbing films, all that, but he quickly transitioned to Roblox content that was based on, Shazington. Yeah, there's a lot of Shazington clones out there, and I tried being one myself, and I might just, lean back into it, just what you're getting. But however, I want to talk about one of his fifth popular video, 4 strange Roblox rabbit holes. The third one in this case is known as a channel known as Silent Lament Archive, or Silent Lament 6 Archive. And I'm the creator of that ARG. And after months of, it ending, it's ass, I gotta say. So today I'm gonna be going through my ARG and how it's a steaming pile of dog shit and how I tried to revive it, but it didn't end up well. So grab your popcorn and let's see what the missed potential was. The ARG starts off with our video known as Scary Elevator MP4, which is a game on Retro Studio, by the way. I mean, it's blatantly Retro Studio, and how I even made a comment like this under the channel, so yeah. Anyways, throughout the video, it starts off, just a guy playing a scary game, you know what I mean? Being, in this case, our protagonist. Everything seems normal around it, and I would say it gets to around the mid part of 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, where Nora appears, who is seemed to be the stalker. Yeah, you know where this is going. The protagonist overly freaks out, in this case, me being the creator, I'm playing as protagonist, it's the ARG, I act all scared, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So yeah, it introduces us, but however, I feel like it was very much of a drag, especially with how much filler was in that, the first episode. So I feel like, if your episode is filler in the first one, yeah, that's kind of a bad sign where your ARG is gonna be horrible, or, your web series in this case. However, we do get a little bit much more information of Nora within the rake.mov. Remember, this is actual games you can play in Retro Studio, by the way. I just found them online, you know what I mean? So basically, I'm playing the rake game. Yeah, be sure that's the classic rake game on Retro Studio. While playing it, Nora appears in front of our protagonist, and Nora is gonna, do her Nora things. Now, also, there was this person right here in the one of the traffic cone who had no idea of what I was doing. Yeah, but however, Nora tells the protagonist to follow her. And Nora tells our player, it's great to see you. You know where this is going, right? So basically, Nora calls our protagonist their boy. Yeah. And who do you think Nora is? Nora responds to please, I know it's you. Before, you see, in the game I just grab a pistol and, I plan on shooting Nora with it. When I shoot Nora with it, she disappears and, I die. vital rake in the game, you know what I mean? So yeah, a little bit much more of a substance-based video. It didn't drag as much as the first one did. That's why we have our last retro studio-based video, known as Grave, which is the one that appeared on, well, oh wait, it was the rake one, never mind. So this one is where we reached the original climax of the ARG, where this was originally supposed to be like 3 episodes, by the way. So basically, he's, well, waiting for Nora, because apparently, well, for the Roblox client, he got a message from Nora, talking about, like, meet me in this game, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was like, yeah, like I said before, this shit was, like, unscripted, and sure, my vids are kind of, like, unscripted, but, you know, at least the video it was like this. That's kind of fun to have that unscriptedness, but in an ARG where you're trying to take it seriously, it ends up looking like Has-Been Hotel, in my opinion. So basically, well, our protagonist asks the big question, why are you named Nora? Before Nora tells the protagonist, it's me, son. The player immediately recognizes Nora as a name that, well, his mother had. Yes. So basically, the story is that, I don't remember what I was talking about at the year, but I'm just gonna assume it's like 2020. Yeah, let's go with 2023, since this does take place in 2025. So anyways, Nora's killer trapped her inside Retro Studio, the game after Nora's death. And well, apparently, the protagonist found the key to her freedom. And well, the mom has to go, you know, a virtual hug. And well, Nora passes on to Spotlight, Moonlight. Oh, but however, I decided to make up another episode. If Odd Games Part 1. This is, well, the Retro Studio arc takes place in I'm just gonna say June. The Odd Games Part 1 takes place 2 weeks after, you know, Grave. But however, you know, I don't blame RICO for getting confused because it doesn't explain shit at all. I'm in some, well, random game finder. I'm pretty sure it's like a surreal game finder. So I go into a surreal game, and well, Nora appears. However, here's the thing. You know, you saw Nora disappear, and you know, she should be free right now, right? However, something happens in this episode, and I want you to hear closely of what happens.
Like, explain to me, what do you mean by that? Inside my house? Where are you? This bitch is in my closet. If this bitch is inside of my closet. Come out! Oh my god. I killed him.
Remember when I was talking about the killer? Yeah, about that. He came back for our protagonist and, well, he decides to kill our protagonist, but however, our protagonist decides to kill him with a bat. And also, he was the one controlling the Nora account the whole time, apparently. So, yeah. However, in the video, like, you know, after that, I could just say nothing ever happens, you know. Then we have report.mov, which is just basically, our protagonist, who is now called Leonard, and yes, it's where the infamous "My name is Leonard Jefferson" clip comes from.
Is your name
Leonard Jefferson?
Yeah, so basically it was me talking to the cops. Because, well, I was a suspect of, well, killing my killer. My mom's killer in the story. anyways, let's, you see, how did he get away with it? Well, here's the unique part. I don't know. I had no idea of what I was doing when making the ARG, and I just do not remember shit. Anyways, my videos of, well, you know, since, you know, I'm the creator of this ARG, the videos before the final one, Doc, were Calm Yourself and Slash. Calm Yourself is, well, basically where I try to do editing, but just filters. Yeah, pretty much nothing really happens in this one. Slash is, well, a much more of a nothing ever happens. However, it's the only real custom-made map. And apparently the gas station that I put there is supposed to be like the place where Nora was killed in the story. I think that's what I was trying to go for. But yeah. Anyways, we end up with Doc, which is played on mobile instead of, well, on a computer. After, well, our protagonist in the game just jumps into the water, we get real-life footage of, well, assuming to be Leonard, you know, jumping into the lake and presumably drowning. Yeah. And then instead, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. However, we have one more video. The information regarding this channel. This was after RICO's video came out. Yeah, it was of 2 weeks after, I assume. Anyways, I tried remaking it, where it was revealed that, well, the footage that, you know, was on the channel here was fake. But however, someone real was behind this. A real channel known as Silent Lament 6. Now, this would have originally been a much more of a retro Roblox ARG in this era. However, here's the thing. After 2 months, I decided to cancel it. I talked about how my motivation ideas just really were, you know, diminishing over time, and I feel like I lost a lot of motivation to work on this. Alongside of this, my personal life, you know, it got worse, you know what I mean? And I wanted to focus on my own personal life. So I decided to cancel the ARG. So, how do I feel about it? It's pretty awful. I tried to give it my chance, and I expected criticism. And I'm sure it sounded a little bit harsh, but now, going back to it, I completely understand why they were going harsh on this project. Sure, it's not as bad as some other ARGs, and it's definitely not as bad as, like, that one FNAF VHS where William, like, I don't know, deep fries a baby or some shit, and it's better than Coffee Vandy and Lily, that's for sure, and better than that weird-ass Black Souls game. However, the ARG is nothing special. A lot of the videos are pretty much filler, where the filler usually just pads out the runtime to an extreme length. The story just feels unoriginal, uninspired, and definitely has a lot of plot holes and, well, how do I say this? Convoluted shit in it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I just made the story as it just went on. You know, it's kind of like, just think about it like, you know, how Fujimoto wrote the Chainsaw Man ending. But worse. Yeah. I just do not know what the fuck I was doing with this ARG, and well, I'm kind of grateful for RICO for covering it, and at least being a lot much more positive about it, and calling it Baby's First ARG, which, if you want to get into ARGs that are a lot much more smaller, I'd recommend this one if you want a Baby's First ARG. However, if you do not want to watch this, I totally agree with this. This is a time in my period that where I'm sadly might be the most known for this, because of this video of the Roblox rabbit holes video having 400k views. Yeah, so this might be my life now. I don't know. So all I have to say is that thank God I stopped this ARG when I could. Since Roblox is going down the shit alongside of that, you know, the Roblox face removal, all that, it's fun. I feel like it was a good time to really, like, you know, jump ship before it got to the real shit. So what do I have to say about this ARG? Well, it's an interesting time in my period where I just try to do something new, and at least I got a little famous for it. But at the same time, I hated the story of the. I hate this story. I hated everything about it. Just looking back on it, I just don't feel like anything was thought out clearly, and it clearly shows in my videos that you can see on the channel. Anyways, that's all I just wanted to talk about my shitty Roblox ARG. Stay calm, stay cool, stay frosty, stay fuck it, whatever. And I would highly recommend watching RICO's channel when you have the chance. So basically, he's even making a lot more rabbit hole videos. Like, you know, he also, like there's of course, you know, the one that I'm in, you know, the first one. Then there was the second one, and there was a recent one too. That was released like just this week. I'd recommend you check it out. Anyways, so how do we end off from here? All I gotta say is, like, thank God I won't make another ARG like this, because Jesus Christ, I cannot wait for shit. Oh my God. Anyways, that's just how I want to end off the video. Just going over a lot of the faults and, well, problems with this ARG that I made, you know what I mean? And I feel like it should just be enjoyed a lot more of an ironic sense, especially with a protagonist named Leonard Jefferson. Anyways, bye, and see y'all soon.